Hi everyone, and welcome to another video exposing PCC for what it really is. Today's video is going to take a little bit of a different turn from the parts in the other series. So far, I've really only been doing my experiences. However, I want to talk about another experience that someone, or rather a group of people, had to experience while I was at PCC. So, PCC has this thing called Fine Arts, and they are actually really cool sometimes. You are required to go to them just like you are required to go to church, and the best comparison I can come up with is the Christian version of prom. So, the King's Singers, a pretty famous band, was booked to perform at PCC in early February. Everyone is actually pretty excited about this since they are really good and pretty well recognized. Now, like I stated earlier, Fine Arts is just the Christian version of prom. A really lame Christian version of prom. No dancing, none of that. That's sinful. However, guys would always ask girls to go with them and buy flowers and all that. So I actually recently started dating my current girlfriend, and I was trying really hard to impress her. Now, I know this isn't a ton of money to a lot of people, but when you're a college student, it's a lot. I spent $100 on a new suit and like $50 on roses. Now, the reason I spent so much on roses is because it was near Valentine's Day, and of course, I had to outdo every other guy on campus who bought the half wilted flowers for $15. Anyways, right after I got off the bus that goes to Cordova Mall every Saturday, and on my way to give my girlfriend the flowers, I get a campus wide text saying Fine Arts was canceled. Nobody really knew why until one of our student run Instagram pages enlightened us. They made a post saying the reason for Fine Arts was canceled 2 hours before it started was because one of the singers was gay. Now, this is a PCC meme page, so we weren't entirely buying it, but at the same time, it really did seem like a PCC move. Later, we found out that indeed it was true, that they were canceled because they were gay. It got national coverage on news outlets such as CNN, ABC, and Fox News. PCC came out with a statement saying they can't stand for principles that do not align with the Bible, blah, blah, blah. The King's Singers then came out with a counter statement saying they were saddened that they were not able to perform at PCC and that they hated being discriminated against and that they hope this will not negatively impact any of their crew. Now, I don't really care if you're gay or straight, or even like a flipping helicopter. I don't really know how many genders there are. If you were booked to sing before 4,000 students and then some, and it's 2 hours before the performance, I'm not canceling. I own a business, and I know for marketing, the best thing is to try to keep this stuff on the down low and just keep a low profile. And PCC got some really bad publicity and controversy because they canceled this event. However, it was not widely known that one of the singers was gay, and PCC probably would have gotten nothing about it had they just let them perform and pretended like nothing was wrong. Not that anything was wrong to begin with. Letting a gay person sing at a performance does not mean you stand for or support the LGBTQ plus community, which PCC adamantly does not support, which they made very clear. However, since they had to make a big deal about it, they bought themselves some really bad advertising. And that seems to be a common theme for PCC. Regardless, that's neither here nor there. This was a real blow to the King Singers and to the singer himself. As far as I know, they were still paid, but I can't say for sure. There are different answers on that. Regardless of whether or not they got paid, it's still wrong. That's discrimination at its finest and really shows the true colors of PCC. Christian love my rear end. PCC would also expel students that spoke publicly of the incident. One student was invited for an interview by ABC, but had to have his voice distorted to stay anonymous to prevent repercussions from PCC. PCC loves to cover up the stuff they do. It's how they survive. They scare the people who know about these things into silence. Even me, when I got kicked out for looking at apartments with my girlfriend as we were planning to leave, they said not to speak publicly of this incident or there would be repercussions from the college. Now, frankly, this video won't get more than 500 views, if even that. But I hope that someone at PCC sees this and they sue me. If they do, because they never learn, this will go big and get a lot of publicity, as PCC lawsuits pertaining to discrimination and the like usually get national coverage. And instead of getting the videos taken down, they will only cause themselves more and more problems. Even if in the end there's a court ruling for me to shut all this down, or I even get banned from YouTube, this will get so much national coverage that it will go way beyond if they just leave me alone. So here's my saying to you, PCC. I have multiple videos about this college exposing them for what they really are. And firstly, if you try to sue me, you will cause this to get way more views than if you just leave me alone. Secondly, I already have a lawyer who is ready to represent me in court if you do. And thirdly, my video will get national coverage, and you suing me for making these will only make you look worse. Now, I don't really think PCC is going to sue me for these because, they just don't get enough coverage to really impact them. As I've stated in my other videos, this is just to inform you about the things that go on, prospective students, things that aren't really in the handbook, things that aren't widely talked about or widely known that PCC tries to cover up. So, this is part of a series, and stay tuned for part 5.